Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Paul here. We are up with, well, another one where the recording audio has just been great. So let's get into it. Stage 5 of the UCI World Tour. Ba-boom. Here we are, Stage 5 of the UCI World Tour. Today's a hilly stage, and at the moment we've got Trentin in yellow and front him in the breakaway to get those two intermediate sprints, because I don't think he'll be able to keep up the hill. Yeah, it's worth going the break to get those 8 points each rather than 15 at the end. Maybe we'll try and get Caruso on the break as well, try and get those mountain points. There's 32 on offer there, and then there's like 25 at the end. Yeah, otherwise, anyway, let's just get into it as it loads. Down in the comments below what you should do. You should tell me whether it's better for me to record like this, or like I did last episode with little segments, or like I do normally and just, well, cut it with normally and up with normal audio. So as you can see, we haven't even got Nibali up there on the top few people.
A day in the mountains, where the team leaders and the climbers should show what they're made of. For the others, it's going to be a day of hard labor in order to reach the finishing line.
Cool. So like we said, we're going to try and put Matteo Trentin in the break. Starting up straight away on a hill, put him on 85. Play it, bring it around to the front, pause it, get all the domestics working. So we're going to really front put Trentin and Caruso in the break. So put Trentin behind Caruso, and we'll grab Filippo Ganna for Vincenzo Nibali. We're then going to F it with Caruso, and we're going to follow an attack when someone attacks. Come on. Anyone doing any attack yet? I mean, we've just started, but still, better check.
It's an attack!
There we go, let's go with Caruso. Trentin's on our wheel. Who else is there? No one else yet. Who's in the green? Is it Tobias Foss in the green jersey? It is Tobias Foss in the green jersey. So we have the yellow jersey, the points jersey, and the green jersey in the breakaway. I bet you've never seen that before. We've got 30 seconds and we're rolling downhill. We're going to get Trentin to do some work now. What I do notice is that, hey, the breakaway, the peloton, they seem to be pacing quite hard. We're still only keeping 30 seconds. So what I do is I go, ooh, that's not ideal. What we'll do is we'll try and
the breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The
increase the
peloton has
pace and see if we
significantly
can get away with
increased
it
its
further.
speed.
So we've got 75 now. So at this point here, I'm trying to figure out which one of my riders they don't want getting in the breakaway. So I fast forward, wait for them to catch up because I know it's going to happen. Make Foss do all the work. 24-second gap now, so they're still just kind of reeling us in, kind of not.
Another attack in the leading group.
I go, Foss is gone. That's not nice. We'll send them both out, back up to catch up to Foss again. And let's do some more work. So we've got back to 30 seconds, which is a lot less than ideal. So just sitting on, is there someone else is up with us now? Adam Kanvosky. I was like, oh, maybe some people want to get in the break with
have
us.
surrendered. The pack gave them no chance.
That was not the case. And they've caught back up again.
Attack!
So I was like, oh,
it's a good moment to show the team
let's go
colors.
with Trentin and Caruso again. Get in breakaway with these guys. And I was like, oh yeah, look at that, they're setting up again. No, they were not. Once again, they are back in our tail, and we're only holding 30 seconds. I was like, okay, so the peloton doesn't want one of us. Like, okay, it's probably Trentin, because Trentin is in yellow. While Chernetsky's in between, otherwise Portuguese riders are trying to bridge the gap, and I was like, oh, this is a bit unideal.
A small group of riders are trying
Still
to get
just
clear
pacing
of
at
the
the front
bunch.
hard, trying to
The pack is back on level terms with the breakaway group. Several riders are in trouble.
Quick attacks by Matteo
we'll just send
Trentin.
Trentin and see what happens. Yeah, and the gap's already at 40 seconds, so Caruso they just didn't like in the breakaway. So just maintain Caruso's position in the bunch, and he's now going to be working for Nibali. we're going to have the yellow jersey, Matteo Trentin, up the stage, because he's hardly got a shot in hell of, you know, taking the mountain victory stage here. Portugal's still in the front pacing, so I was like, ooh, that's not good. Well, we've reduced our effort down to 68. We try and maintain a bit. Breakaway is now kind of a bit more formed. It's a second bunch to make it across, but they're not doing anything. Holding just over a minute lead in the breakaway with Matteo Trentin. Hanging on at the back, because we know we can't climb, we just want to keep up though. There we go, now we have 2.5 minutes, so someone's got into the breakaway that really wanted to be in the breakaway. Reducing our effort down to 57, going over this first little climb once again, sitting at the back of the bunch, grabbing some water with Masnada, I think. Nope, maybe Posio. Nope, Yep, Posto Masnada, he's gone to get some water for our team.
He's going to
There,
take them on by
Caruso, we
himself.
try now to get in the break.
Radio Tour has announced a flat tire for a rider.
And they're chasing straight away. So, Caruso is not having a good time. He's sitting in no man's land. He's currently got 30 seconds. And staying about 30 seconds the whole way. Meanwhile, Trentin, he's doing nice. He's having a good time in the front. But Caruso, nah, mate, he's... What's that? That's still about 30 seconds. The whole 30 seconds. We'll give this sit up. There's no point sitting 30 seconds out in front.
Mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're also reducing the gap with Trentin. But, as we said, the gap 5 minutes now already. So, he's alright. And all we want with Trentin, really, is we want those sprint points. To try and increase his lead in the sprinter's jersey. Especially with these stages to come where the mountain climbers will likely get those 4Ks to the sprint points. But anyone in here who's going to be a bit of trouble, maybe Aurum. Nah, no one here is really going to be trouble for us for the sprint classification, so we're Gucci. Halfway through the stage, we haven't hit the mountains yet, so I attack a bit early
It could work.
Just so I can guarantee that I'll get out there in front, and I actually want to get some water. Got a 6-second gap, and making sure we're going to cross the line first, we decide to sprint. Huge gaps we set up and cross the line in first, thereby increasing our lead in the points classification, reduce our effort, and set back up to the breakaway. We then join back in to pace at the rear of the breakaway. Otherwise, nothing else is happening. We're just checking back on the peloton. Everyone's still in good nick. Coming up to the next section here. Just climbing the hill with Trentin, making sure he's doing all good. Breakaway's now got 10 minutes on the peloton. Trentin's now leading the pace up the hill. I don't know why I did that. I should really reduce my effort a little bit. There we go, done so now. Excellent work, Trentin. We just want to keep up with these guys. We don't want to beat them, we just want to keep up. We've now got 11.5 minutes for the next intermediate point. These guys are still going to go get some water with Masnada. Okay, up to the next sprint, 5Ks to go. Once again, I hope no one else will sprint. I don't think they will. But, you know, we just want to make sure.
We're starting the last third of the race.
Very close, and then we're going to get straight into the climb, so we don't want to waste all our energy, but we don't want to lose the opportunity to get sprint points. 1.4Ks to go, we're looking pretty good in our pole position. 1K to go, no one's sprinting, we're going to go up the outside, just a little bit of effort. And we're going to just, I think, sprint it through just to guarantee us all the points. We're then going to get right back in and start.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
The bottom of the climb, the breakaway has got 11 minutes 46 on the peloton. It's a pretty impressive lead. I think here someone's attacking, but they're just increasing the pace to go around this annoyingly placed roundabout to start the climb. Look at that, 18% in that initial bit of the climb. 18%. Using 81 here to keep up with the front guys. I start looking at the mountains. Some of these guys have got 64, 66 mountain, so I should be able to keep up with them. James Oram, 68, 71. Some of these other guys got like 73 mountain. Meanwhile, we have 70 mountain, but we've got 75, I think, hill with Trinity. Yeah, 75 with form, of course. Our secondary stats aren't quite high compared to everyone else, so hopefully we should be able to keep up.
Rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely
This whole
will be
climb
able to
up
keep
here,
up.
we're just trying to keep up. Nice and steady does it. Trina's already losing a bit of yellow there. Still got 11.5 minutes on the main peloton, and a few riders
This
just
climb
aren't
is
working.
feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Otherwise, it's a beautiful race. Don't think you've ever seen that before, have you? Yellow jersey out in the front bunch. 11.5 minutes ahead of the peloton. But I don't think we're going to be able to survive till the end. That's why I don't think it's going to happen. I do not think Matteo Tracy will be able to retain his yellow jersey after the stage. Still bunching up, still keeping it nice. Like that. 12 minutes now even. With game time. The Swiss rider is dead. That's Michael Shea. He's got 72 of each, I think. It's a little bit of a glitch in the corner. I thought we got blocked.
The pack is increasing its work rate.
72.
Some teams can't be happy with the
And we
breakaway.
got blocked a little bit. Cheeky attack up the front, which I missed. We're just going to pace ourselves back into the peloton here. Keeping nice and central as more and more riders just drop off. There's 5.2 Ks to the top. Let me just sit in here at the top. We've lost about half our red now. We've got a little sliver of yellow left. Reducing our effort down to 57. Hopefully regain some of our energy. There's two Kazakh riders here. One in the front, one behind us. Use our energy gel on Trenton.
You see that? You can read the pain on
Just
the faces
try and
at the
keep up
back
as
of
our
the
rider
peloton.
looks a
There's a
little
growing
dead.
number of riders left behind.
We just checked our riders, making sure everyone's still in the correct spot. There's now 6 of us out in
The
front. So
breakaway is not to
Trenton,
everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Oh. There's an attack, which we cannot
There's a
follow. It's
breakaway in
Gittich
the
and
leading
Zeitz.
group.
We're just trying to keep up over the hill. And we're now going to pace up to the front bunch on the downhill. Let's go. Checking in the peloton. Gunner's dying a bit, but nothing much is happening there on the rise. We might grab another domestic. Maybe we'll go Caruso to take Nibali. We're now trying to bridge up to the front runners. Get some water with Trenton. 30 Ks to go. Mesnard to get some water just before we get to the end. Make it easier. Matteo Trentin. Working.
Whoa, there's an
And we're
attack
at the
from
bottom of the
inside
next
the
climb
breakaway
and we
group.
hit. And we're not going to make it back to the front bunch. But we'll be able to hopefully keep where we are. And we've got 11 minutes gap on the peloton before the last climb was 17 Ks to go. So it's still anyone's game. The breakaway will probably get caught, I think. We'll climb the mountain. We're in the second bunch on the road. A few stragglers from the first bunch again dropped. That's, who are they? I don't know.
And
The
they
Norwegian
keep on
and one
attacking.
Kazakh rider.
Anyone that's low on gas definitely
Kind of
won't
driving the
be
pace
able to
here
keep up.
with our bunch here. 10 Ks to go, and I was dying. The peloton was significantly split up with Kelderman, Mars, and Kwiatkowski dropped. Trenton's just... At this point, I'm like, wait, hold on. We still have 7 minutes in the peloton. Hopefully Trenton can keep going. Skarner's dead. I then
And there's an
grab
attack at the front. He could go all the
Formula
way.
to protect... No. who did I grab? Caruso to protect Nibali. Vlasov attacks. I can see our rider just up the road in the breakaway. I'm going to put Mesnar on automatic. But Trenton should keep him going in the breakaway. Keeping some 4Ks to go. Potato with these riders. Come on, 2Ks to go. Nibali's now in the middle of the peloton with Vlasov out in front. No other riders are important up the road, just us.
And off
Going
he
back,
goes.
checking everyone's
He's
doing
giving it one
alright.
last go.
Alaphilippe is
The group
dying.
is slowly thinning out due to such a
Lander
frantic
attacks,
pace.
even Paul follows. Let's go, Nibali. We need to get up to the front. Come on, Nibali. It's effort cursor. Gonna put all our other domestics on automatic because they are dead. Let's go, Nibali. Come on. Trenton's still in there. Madeira and Zeitz will not be caught. Trenton is about to die. 400 meters to go. 300 meters to go. He sprints the line, and Trenton takes third on the stage. Here comes Nibali. He's leading the bunch of favourites up the hill. But in front of him is Lander, Postelberger. He really shouldn't be on the front, so we'll kind of give up a bit. Put Caruso on automatic. Everyone's looking dead here. Hopefully do an attack around the last corner. Sprint now with 800 meters to go. I think we went a bit early, but we'll be right. We're coming into the final and Nibali dies, but so is everyone else. Maybe we can get a little bit more time on our rivals. Ooh, Vlasov's coming quickly. Nibali crosses the line in 11th position. Energy on everyone else now, which I kind of forgot. Slowly
We're
takes
waiting
through
for the
the
back
riders,
markers,
the top
who
20.
appear to be fairly numerous in this
Who
difficult
finishes
race.
23rd? 28th. Fast forward them, Garner's coming in, he's not at the end, still 78th position. So keep it going. Come on. Where's the last rider? Here we go, last rider
the following
is
highlights for you.
McCarthy and Zimilov. And they've crossed the line. Let's go to the podiums. Today's classification, Gino Madeira won by 30 seconds to Zeitz. Trenton 2 minutes back, and Trenton finished decent amount in front of the... Geez, Trenton's now 3 minutes ahead on GC. He gained a lot of time on the stage, something I am just astounded we ended up doing. Like, just wow. We still lead the climate classification, only 7 points ahead of Madeira though. So we've got to be careful of that. We'll try and get some more points when we can. Points classification. Matteo Trenton definitely more solidifies his lead. Young rider, like we said, we don't really care about. We've dropped out of the top 10 again with Ghana, and we lead the team classification now by 6 minutes. And here we have the results. Just looking through Matteo Trenton, I just can't believe that happened. Just no one DNF'd, but a few riders maybe lost a bit of time. Where did we have Kwiatkowski? No. Marston, what's his name? The other fellas that lost time. There's Kwiatkowski there, 14 minutes down. Youngles lost 16 minutes. Roach lost 15. Sivakov lost 13. He's really working for Blasov though. Quintana lost 11 minutes, but he's working for Bernal. But overall, look at that. 1st and 4th. And then 12th. We are doing excellent in this UCI World Tour. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.